So the fourth stage of the Schweitzer and King model is competence. Um, I believe that every one of you came into this program with the goal of becoming a competent social worker. And the foundation of the model is that when all of those other interpersonal experiences are getting in your way, when it's bothering you that your work isn't challenging enough, or you're feeling too overwhelmed on the other side, or that you don't think your supervisor likes you, or you're not sure what to do with supervision, or any of those things that we've been talking about that can be causes for disillusionment. When those things get in the way, that anxiety, that fear, that nervousness can actually prevent you from learning and from showing up at your internship as your best self. So when you get to the competence stage, a lot of that initial anxiety has subsided. You actually feel a sense of purpose at your internship. You have some meaningful work to do. You have tasks or projects that have been identified that you're responsible for. And you're really beyond that stage that we call me and my shadow with your supervisor, where you really want to check out everything you're doing with him or her before you do it because you're nervous that you're going to make a mistake. When you get to the competence stage, you're really able to go about your work day at your internship and get things done. You feel a sense of accomplishment in what you're doing. You feel a sense of mastery. The relationship with you and your supervisor has equaled out, and he or she is able to consult with you during your weekly supervision, or maybe occasionally at another time if something big comes up. But mostly they trust you. They trust you to do your work. They trust you to represent the agency well. They trust you to have a sense of competence when you're working with your clients. And so that also becomes a win-win for them and for the agency. The relationship becomes more collegial and more of a consultative one in nature rather than a hierarchical one. And so when you get to the competence stage, this is when you really begin to feel a sense of knowing what you're doing, of looking at those competencies on your field evaluation and moving along that scale and thinking, I know how to do this now. And it's a really good feeling. And our goal of using this model is that you spend most of the time of your internship in this stage. So those initial things have subsided again, and you're to a place where this is the work you came to do. The rest of the areas of concern have leveled out. You have a sense of yourself and how you show up in the work. Your life, barring anything unforeseen, has a balance to it and a sense of knowing how the rest of your world fits in with your school and your internship. And this is the stage where you stay, hopefully, until such time as you're about to wrap up.